welcome to my Real Man segment, week 5. We're already in week 5, and you shouldn't have as much of a problem on bye weeks this week as last week. We already talked about that. It's only the Dolphins and the Raiders on a bye. So I decided to give more ballsy picks this week for you guys instead of just the ones that you're always going to be starting. So my first pick is tight end Jordan Cameron. He's at 2.5 on the ball scale, and I say 2.5 because he's got a little bit of an injury with that shoulder. But he's coming off of his bye week, and he says that he feels healthy. So, hey, this might be the healthiest that you get him all season. They are playing the Titans this week, and the Titans have given up 3 touchdowns to 3 less talented tight ends so far this season. Those tight ends that have scored against the Titans are Anthony Fasano, Dwayne Allen, and Kobe Fleener. Jordan Cameron has a lot more talent than any of those tight ends, so I think he should be able to get in the end zone this week. And the Titans are a lot better against wide receivers than they are against tight ends. They've only given up 2 touchdowns to wide receivers this year. So we know that Cleveland doesn't have the best wide receivers out there by any chance, and I think that they're going to have to get the ball into Jordan Cameron's hand for them to have a chance in this game. And let's face it, both teams need this win. The Browns are 1-2, and the Titans are 1-3. They're playing in the Titans' home, so I think this will be a close game because both teams are desperate for this win. So get him in your lineup this week. I have him, and I'm putting him in. Moving on to my second pick for the week is wide receiver Marcus Wheaton. And this guy, you know, I'm going out there with this one. He is a 4 balls pick on the scale, but like I said, I'm being ballsy this week. I actually had to throw him in, and hey, he got me a few points last week. I think he'll do even better this week. He has 26 targets on the season so far. Of course, Antonio Brown has 39 targets, but he is catching 73% of what's thrown his way. So I'm liking that percentage. When the ball is thrown his way, he's catching. And Jacksonville is giving up an average of 213 yards per game to wide receivers. So that means ideally Antonio Brown and Marcus Wheaton could each have 100-yard games if that's the case. I think he could get his first touchdown. Jacksonville's given up 5 touchdowns to wide receivers, so he hasn't gotten in the end zone yet, but I'm looking for this to be the week that he gets that first touchdown. And let's face it, Jacksonville gave up 2 touchdowns to Eddie Royal last week, who's a wide receiver 3 on their depth chart. Wheaton is a wide receiver 2, so I think this is a great week if you have injuries. If you're just wanting to chance someone, especially in your flex, go out and grab him and let's see what he does for you. Now I have a don't start. My don't start this week is do not start Tom Brady. I don't know if you saw the game against the Chiefs, but it was bad to the bad to the bad. They are playing the Bengals. They're playing at home, but they're playing the Bengals. And the Bengals have looked amazing so far this year again. They have 7 sacks in 3 games because they had their bye week last week. I will take that. That's obviously a little more than 2 sacks per game. Brady has only thrown 1 touchdown per game. Very un-Brady-like, very un-Patriot-like. And he has not had a 300-yard passing game yet this season. I don't think it's going to come this week. The Bengals have 6 interceptions in 3 games as well. Brady just threw 2 this past week, so again, that's not looking so good for him. Bengals might be picking him off a little bit. And the Bengals have only allowed 2 passing touchdowns in 3 games. So everything looks bad for the Patriots this week facing the Bengals. I guess they're going to have to attempt to lean on their running game, but who knows. Brady's not going to give you the points that you need at quarterback, so do not start him. And now we're going to move it on to Greg has his Beast Mode picks for you. He's got a lot of good ones this week, so let's go there.